I like learning about human rights because I learn about other people's rights and how they don't get it. So when I grow up, I can be a human rights defender and I can help their country.
I've seen so many benefits as a result of teaching human rights and global development education in the class. The best reward for me as a teacher is that the children will start to talk about human rights themselves outside of a lesson where we're learning about human rights. It might be science, it might be maths, it might be art, drama, history. They will start to make the connections.
I think the human rights education ideas fit in extremely well into the curriculum. They can be an opportunity for teachers to develop their oral language programme. They can fit into history, geography, the religious education programme, the English language programs. They are adaptable.
Questioning as a skill is very much promoted, and it's very much central in human rights education, and it's such an important skill for children to be able to develop, rather than them absorbing all of the information and kind of being told what's right and wrong. It's so important to actually get them discussing it and to get them questioning themselves what's going on in the world around them and what's having an impact on their lives.
I think if children are to engage meaningfully with their families, their local community, and on a much wider scale out into the big world, they need to be socially aware. They need to be aware of their own rights fundamentally, the rights of their parents, their families, and it gives them a greater sense of empathy to be able to appreciate that life is complicated, but also it will give them the skills and the opportunities to know where to go and how to get help and how to make their community a better place to live in.
It empowers the children. They want to stand up, and it gives them a sense that I can stand up and I can do something. I'm going to change the world. And because we are teaching the human rights, you'd like to think that we are fostering in the children their own sense of changing the world. And it's something that they love learning about it. They're so interested about it, and they actually come and ask me, can we learn more about human rights?
I think it's worthwhile introducing human rights education into school for me as a principal, because our schools are increasingly diversified. We've children from many countries, we've children from other religions now. We're not one denomination anymore, and we've children from different backgrounds. So we need to learn about other cultures and other children and be aware of the rights of children that are in our school, but on the rights of children that are in schools around the world.
Skills such as critical thinking are very much central in the programme and in the concept of human rights education, and it's also an extremely important skill for children to be able to acquire and to be able to use in every aspect of life. And I think that human rights education gives them ample opportunity to develop that skill and to develop it in such a way in which they're also learning about the world around them and becoming more involved in developing their own voices as well.
Everybody has the right of education, have to be treated well when they're sick. You have the right to education, you have the right to play, you have the right to a name and a culture. We all have the right to name and nationality and culture, and it doesn't matter what colour you are. Gandhi was a human rights defender, and he helped India stand up for their rights, but fight with words, not with their fists.